Hello, hello, hello. What-ho! Welcome back to another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finlay. This is a follow-up discussion from yesterday's conversation with Mark Doxey about mirages not being vertical images and the Fata Morgana as a superior mirage. As far as the narrative goes, superior mirages as they have been described do not exist. Fata Morganas as subsets of superior mirages as they have been described do not exist. The phenomena exist, but their categorization is incorrect. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is push play on this, and we're going to just going to walk through it. So there we go. Okay, so as we're moving down here, again, because the resolution is difficult, you can see the difference in the tone here. I still think that this is the shore, this is the coastline going down south. So at some point this coastline is going to blend into the aquatic horizon, okay? Right about there. Right about there. Right. Oop. Yeah. Right about where, back here. And then, so now we're in the water. Okay. And now we can start to see some evidence of the miraging that's going to happen right here in particular. This is the sky being miraged. Okay, so this is the water level. Well, this is the apparent water level. This is not... Yeah, okay.
I'm just filming again. Panning from the...
I'm going to put the volume down just because I don't want to conflict with my narration in the video. Alright, so here we've got the sky being mirrored here. This is a mirrored sky. This is not mirage here. The mirage is the sky. So we have water, mirage, water. Okay? I just love OBS. How it just randomly flickers between images. Okay, so now this is platform Gina. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just grab my little handy dandy PNG that Mark Doxey made me. All right, so here we have the physical Gina here. All right, get that about, it's about sized up, right? Okay. So this is the physical Gina, okay? This is the physical, okay? Here we have, you can see here, the miraged image here of Gina. Okay, now whether or not that's reverted or inverted, I don't know. Okay, I was just trying to figure out what to do here. Alright, so now I'm going to move away from that, so I'm going to get rid of Gina now. Actually, I'm going to put her back up because otherwise I'll accidentally grab Gina in the future. Put her back right there. Okay, so we've seen this before in other images that I've produced. This wispiness here. If you didn't see what happened over here on the far left, that this was once all a uniform image, you might think that this up here is the mirage or the apparent phenomenon, but it's actually right here, okay? And if this were solid blue, I think it would be difficult to see whatever this is right here. If this is a personal craft or whatever. All right, so now it's gone, right? Now we have nothing here. This is we only see the same sky, 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 sky. So we think that this is sky. This right here where the pointer finger is, this is not sky. This is a mirage of the sky. All right, so just keep, let me just see if I can do this. This is about where the water was, right? Let me back up a little bit and see. All right, right about there. Okay, so we'll see how that goes with the transition. Doesn't go very well. Let me bring this back up. Okay, the camera's moving a little bit right there. Okay. Bring it back down. All right. Here, in my opinion, we can clearly see the band. Okay, right here we can see the band. Okay. Now, if this image here is classified as a superior mirage, then that would mean that this is the physical location of the island. I'm sorry, of the arch, and that the arch is being lifted up. Okay? So what we have to realize is that this is the top of the physical island, though, here. This is the lighthouse. So if this is where the arch is, then we're going to have to drop this down here somewhere and make this entire image here a Fata Morgana. And you can clearly see right here the difference in tone. This is deep purple here, and this is a lighter purple here. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is just push play, and at some point I think I'm just going to fast forward a little bit so we can see what happens. Okay, so right here I stopped it. Okay, so now right here we have the arch. Okay, so the problem is that the arch is an arch. It's not the eye of a needle. And this image here, we have a solid black wedge, right? This is a triangle, right? You've got a wedge here with the eye of a needle here in the middle. But the arch is not a hole in a solid rock. It's an arch, right? Here we go. See what I mean? The arch, this is an inverted image here. Here's the arch, and then there's an inverted image below. Okay, so my position in this interpretation of this data is that this is the physical location of the arch. It is being inverted on itself and then reverted down here. Okay? So that because this island is higher than the arch, we don't see the top of the island. But if we were at a higher elevation, we would possibly see the top of the island and the sky in this area here as an inferior mirage. Okay, this is an inferior mirage. The physical is here. The mirage happens, I would say, right where this tone changes, which if we take this across, and my finger won't stay level, if we take this all the way across, that's exactly what we see and where we would have the water if we could wipe away this mirage. This is not sky. This is a mirage. Okay, I'm at 11 minutes, and I'm just going to cut cut it here because I've said, you know, I've said what I wanted to say basically. But there are no superior mirages as they have been described to us, and the reality that we need to understand is that this is not the horizon. This is the result of, this is the effect of an inferior mirage. As Andrew Thomas Young tells us, the limit of the inferior mirage at sea forms the horizon. That's what this is. The limit to this water right here is created by the refraction phenomenon happening here. All right, now we're at 12 minutes. I'm really going to wrap this up. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I'm just going to do this real quick. See where this goes. Okay, this is my suggestion. The physical island is here. The mirage is below like a shadow. Okay, so this is not a physical, this is not a vertical image here. This is over distance, over distance, over distance. Just like a shadow is not a vertical image. It is along the x-axis. It demonstrates depth. This is depth, depth, depth. And at some point, the island begins right there. Okay, really wrapping this up. Thanks so much for being here. This has been another exciting adventure of The Plain Truth. I'm your host, Travis Finley. Until next time.